Good evening, all. Welcome to Sanctuary Boston, a community of vibrant worship and real connection. My name is Matt, and I'm the Director of Community Life here at Sanctuary. Just a few notes before we get started. We are recording, as you saw, the worship this evening, so if you'd rather not have your face shared on YouTube later, you can always turn your camera off. But if you're up for it, we'd love to see those beautiful faces of yours, see you singing or dancing along at home, and encourage you to leave it on if you're up for it. We also invite you to leave the Zoom window in gallery view so you can kind of see the gathered community here online connecting from a distance. We invite you to sing along or grab an instrument and play along at home if you'd like for all of our music this evening. The words to all of the songs will be shared in the chat in the program doc. So if you want to follow along and see what's happening next in the worship, that's in that doc, as well as all the lyrics towards the bottom there. Just click the link and you can follow along and sing along. And lastly, we invite you to engage with each other in the chat box, share your greetings, your responses, in whatever part of the gathering is resonating with you. Say hello to some old friends or not yet friends. And in the meantime, as we're about to get started, we invite you to share where you're joining us from. We'd love to see where you all are joining from. And lastly, just for tonight, for the last time, we want to invite you all, those of you joining us online, which tonight is all of us, to take a picture of yourself worshiping with us online, if you're up for it. We would love to see the animals or the plants or whatever setting you are so that we can include some of those pictures in our pre-service slideshow. You might have noticed that the slideshow playing before worship has a lot of pictures of our in-person gatherings, and we would love to include the online worshipers as well. So take a picture at any point during the worship, and you can email those to Liz James, whose email is in the chat as well. With that, we are going to get started, as our saying goes, with some singing together. So Soren and Ashley, will you kick us off?
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Soren and Ashley, so beautifully done. Thank you. Our next song is I'm Gonna Lift My Sister Up. This was written by a woman named Fea Ora Rose Toure, who I love to talk about because not only is she a singer-songwriter and also a playwright and also a poet, but she founded at least 12 organizations working for civil rights and racial justice and equity. And in addition to all of that, she was also the first black woman judge in Alabama. And she was arrested just a few years ago after she retired from being a judge. She was arrested for civil disobedience, protesting the construction of a Confederate monument in her hometown. So the song, I think, speaks to the message of her life, that when we lift each other up, it lifts all of us up. It goes like this, and I invite you to sing along. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down. My brother, I'm gonna lift my brother up, he is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up, he is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my brother up, he is not heavy. If I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, if I don't lift him up, I will fall down. My sibling, I'm gonna lift my sibling up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sibling up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sibling up, they are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, I will fall down. My neighbor, I'm gonna lift my neighbor up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbor up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my neighbor up, they are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, I will fall down. My people, I'm gonna lift my people up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up, they are not heavy. I'm gonna lift my people up, they are not heavy. If I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, if I don't lift them up, I will fall down. My sister, I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. I'm gonna lift my sister up, she is not heavy. If I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, if I don't lift her up, I will fall down.
Hi, everyone. Wow, that was amazing. Wow. So now we're transitioning to the chalice lighting. In the Unitarian Universalist tradition, we mark this time together as sacred by lighting a chalice. Wherever you're joining us from, feel free to light a candle or a chalice, or just take a few deep breaths to be present with yourself and with one another. And then we'll say a few words I'll say a few words shortly. We light the chalice with these words from Elie Wiesel. What then is sanctuary? The sanctuary is often something very small, not a grandiose gesture, but a small gesture toward alleviating human suffering and preventing humiliation. The sanctuary is a human being. Sanctuary is a dream. And that is why you are here,
and that is why I am here. We are here because of one another. We are in truth each other's shelter.
See, thank you so much for sharing our chalice lighting. Welcome all again to Sanctuary Boston. My name is Matt. I'm the Director of Community Life here at Sanctuary. We welcome you wherever you are joining us from, geographically or spiritually, whatever path you're on, whatever city or state or territory you are in. And I'm so excited for our worship this evening. We have such a very wonderful guest speaker, Dr. Janice Marie Johnson. She is the Director of Ministries and Faith Development at the Unitarian Universalist Association, and she's an educator, author, activist, artisan, and religious professional. I'll also say she's just been a mentor of mine over the years, and also a mentor to just so many leaders in Unitarian Universalism. So there's just so much I've learned from Janice about how to hold space, how to build community, how to center justice and relationship in our work. And so Janice, it is so good to have you with us this evening to offer a reflection. A few logistics so you all feel as welcome as possible. I mentioned before that we're recording, so if you'd rather not have your face shared on YouTube later, you can always turn your camera off. But if you're up for it, we do invite you to leave the camera on so we can see your face and your presence here together. I was just talking with someone earlier today who's new to Sanctuary and was asking about its origins. And Sanctuary Boston was created to be a community where we didn't just talk about the idea of spirituality, but where we theorized about spirituality, but a place where we experienced vibrant spirituality. And we wanted it to be a place where we didn't just sing about beloved community, but we really felt beloved community. And so we want to invite you into this place made sacred by our presence. And in order to be that community, we invite you to do whatever your spirit, whatever your mind and body need to take care of yourself this evening. So as I said, you can grab an instrument and sing and play along or sing along at home for all of the music. And if what you need is to lie down and just lay there in silence and soak in the music and the words this evening, that's okay too. If you need to cuddle up in bed or cook dinner so you can nourish yourself while you worship with us, that's okay too. That's just as good. It's all just as good if it's what you need to do to take care of yourself. So with that, I would love to invite you all to read along with our words of welcome as we welcome each other into this space made sacred by our presence. And I'm going to invite one of our participants from our small group on money conversations to lead us in the words of welcome.
Whether you go to church on Sunday morning or light candles on Friday nights, whether you've been hurt by religion, saved by it, or some of both, whether you're brand new to spiritual community or a seasoned seeker, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are on your journey, we welcome you. And so, friends, we welcome you into our ritual of greeting your neighbors. Please take a moment to greet friends and yet to be friends in the chat, or choose a few folks to wave to from across our Zoom boxes.
Matt, we love your drumming.
Just gotta be ready for when Matt's done with his fire drum solo.
So we'll invite you to join us from wherever you are. This is What Wondrous Love. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that brings my heart such bliss and takes away the pain of my soul, and takes away the pain of my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down, when I was sinking down, sinking down, when I was sinking down beneath my sorrow's ground, friends to me gathered around, oh my soul, oh my soul. Friends to me gathered around, oh my soul. To love and to all friends I will sing, I will sing. To love and to all friends I will sing. To love and to all friends who pain and sorrow mend, with thanks unto the end I will sing, I will sing. With thanks unto the end I will sing. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that brings my heart such bliss and takes away the pain of my soul, and takes away the pain of my soul.
Beautiful, just beautiful. I am delighted to be with you this evening. So delighted. I am speaking about accompaniment. What is accompaniment? It's about embodying empathy in community. Here's an example from my lived experience. My minister, the Reverend Dr. Tracy Robinson Harris, a former minister at my home congregation, the Community Church of New York, Unitarian Universalist, well, she's been accompanying my multi-generational family since 1988. In August of that year, when I was a new widow with a 6-week-old baby, she and I first met. Tracy officiated at my spouse Mark's funeral. A fierce advocate for all, my daughter Lena, my niece Jova, they still enjoy a wonderful, wonderful relationship with her. At some point, Tracy engaged in volunteer work with my dad, collaborating with the Haudenosaunee peoples to bring the first ever Indigenous conference to the United Nations. When my dad died in 2009, Tracy co-officiated with my other minister, the Reverend Bruce Southworth, at my dad's funeral at the community church. Well, my dad also had a state funeral in Jamaica. Guess who, to our joy, flew in a day earlier to tend to my immediate family? Fast forward to 2020, when my beloved twin sister Hope passed. Guess who officiated with Bruce at Hope's celebration of life? Friends, that is accompaniment. It is a term from the Cuban American theologian Roberto Goizueta, who in his book, Caminemos con Jesús, introduced this subject of accompaniment. It was introduced to me at an annual gathering of BIPOC UU religious professionals by my colleague, the Reverend Jackie Clements. Jackie described how the verb acompañar in Spanish differs in complexity, texture, and weight from the English to accompany, which can be used for something as mundane as going to the corner store with someone. The Spanish word acompañar connotes something much deeper, more like being joined at the hip. A theology of accompaniment drills deeply, moving from the individual to the community, the comunidad, moving from the I to the we. And it requires of us the ability to recognize and honor the humanity of our siblings, all of them. The example I am leaning into this evening is that of honoring the poor within our reach. In a review of Goizueta's work, professor and chaplain Father Kurt Messing notes that a theology of accompaniment has many implications, including a recognition of the value of human beings regardless of identity, as well as a recognition of the importance of theological themes all through life, in the home, in the workplace, in the social arena. It is our task, regardless of our starting point, to move with or accompany these people. Father notes that to move with the poor does not simply mean a geographic relocation. It means becoming intensely aware of their conditions, body, mind, spirit, hope, future, and how these things differ from mainstream Western culture. It is also a call to the development of interior life as a means of strengthening the identity of those from whom the dominant culture often robs or ignores. And friends, this applies to the many isms and the social and societal conditioning that we experience daily. And I mean daily. Let's go back to Tracy for a moment. It is Tracy, a white woman, who helped me make sense of white supremacy in this country. And I assure you that this very same system is alive and well in my country, Jamaica. Tracy mentored me into being the anti-racist leader that I am today. She worked for the denomination for years and recently retired. And to this day, Tracy continues to accompany me as I do my work at the UUA. The Reverend Rafael Malpica Pandilla, first bishop of color of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, championed a theology of accompaniment during his ministry in Nicaragua. He identified it as moving together in a solidarity that practices interdependence and mutuality, where gifts, resources, and experiences are shaped with mutual advice and mutual admonition to deepen and expand our work. This speaks to the power of accompaniment to value human beings in their respective cultural contexts. It allows us to honor partnership as we move from othering to embracing. And without question, those who are accompanied also accompany. I recall years ago hearing the Reverend Dr. Miguel de la Torre, professor of social ethics at Iliff School of Theology in Denver. He spoke of bringing a group of seminarians to Mexico. They visited a home in which a poor family lived. The seminarians wondered how they lived on such meager means. They wondered how could they be happy with so little? And they were surprised to know that this family, like so many others of meager means, faithfully set a little money aside for those even more financially fragile than they were. Their accompaniment of their neighbors stunned these seminarians. So my last example of accompaniment is that of another dear friend named Annette Markey. Years ago, we'd meet regularly attending work-related conferences and meetings across the country. She'd often meet me at airports. And after greeting each other, I'd head to the front passenger seat, buckle up, and greet Earth, her sweet, sweet teddy bear that was always present with her. Annette got this teddy bear at the then Michigan Women's Music Festival, a cherished annual event. Well, I loved Earth. We'd hang out together whenever we were on the road. Earlier, I noted that Hope, an early respondent to September 11th, succumbed in 2020 during the height of the COVID pandemic. Although in-person visits were verboten, messages, sympathy cards, flowers, and gifts poured in. One day, I opened a package. To my surprise, it was Earth, nestled in tissue paper orange, my favorite color, with a note from Annette. Although she couldn't comfort me in person, she knew that Earth could. Annette had sent Earth to accompany me in my grief for as long as I needed her. And here she is. Here is Earth. A year later, in 2021, Annette gave Earth to me. And when my life ends, I know that my granddaughter will adopt Earth. And so continues the circle of life, the circle of love. And now it's your turn, beloveds. I want you to think of a friend, a relative, a peer, a colleague, whom you accompanied or whom you accompany. Think about that for a moment. And then think of someone who accompanies or who has accompanied you. Let that person rest on your heart. And now, one more request, one more invitation. Think of someone whom you accompanied who was at first a total stranger to you. And if you go a little deeper, think of a stranger who accompanied you. And let us know with all heart and sincerity that accompaniment is a choice. I urge you to cherish it and to live it. Namaste and Masakan.
Janice, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. It is my honor to accompany hospice patients every day as a music therapist and music minister, and this is a song that their accompanists, shall we say, often request. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing, oh, nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and you call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend? When people can be so cold, they'll hurt you and desert you and take your soul if you let them. Don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, All you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. You've got a friend.
Hi, folks. My name is Phoebe Eckhart Lee. I have a couple of fussy dogs around me, so pardon that. They are a delight. Come here. Yeah, snuggle up. Thank you. Excellent. I'm one of the members of Sanctuary's offering team, and we had a long conversation about organizations to support this week, particularly organizations that speak to the call to accompany one another through this life. The organization we've chosen to share our offering with this week is really an incredible one. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Immigrant Family Services Institute. They're a Boston-based organization that is founded by the Haitian community and supports immigrants coming to Boston and sustaining them through their lives. They specialize in one-stop shops where folks can get diapers and coats and also legal aid and financial assistance. They also use a village model of care where they know that grandparents and children and folks of all generations are an important part of making and sustaining home and of accompanying one another through this world. Massachusetts is currently suddenly home to so many folks from Haiti who have nowhere to stay. Our state shelter systems are overrun, and the emergency sheltering situation, well, it's been chaotic at best. And so IFSI is one of the few one of many organizations working to directly support recent immigrants and migrants, refugees, and supporting them and accompanying them on their way home. Hopefully this can be a place where we all find home. If you wish to donate, and I would encourage you to do so generously, you can go to sanctuaryboston.org/donate, find us on Venmo or PayPal at Sanctuary Boston, or also use the QR code on the screen. I think that's it from me. Thanks, y'all.
When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high. Don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never
Friends, it is a joy to be with you, especially in this sacred time where we share our joys, our sorrows, and all those big things happening in our complex lives with each other. Some of us arrive here wrestling with difficult things, feeling the pain of a broken world around us and within us. And some of us arrive full of blessings, brimming with gratitude. I'd like to invite you now to please write any sorrows that you're carrying on your heart in our chat box now. For sorrows shared, our burdens lightened.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
And now, may you please share any joys in your life in the chat box. Joys shared are joys magnified.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
I'd like to invite you to join me for a moment of prayer, meditation, reflection. And if it feels right in your body, take a deep breath with me. Spirit of accompaniment, big love that comes running to see you again and again, hold us in this time of care and compassion. In these moments, this is when we are able to be truest as community, to hold each other's sorrows, to share each other's joys. Let's lift up and send our prayers and our love to all those experiencing health issues and pain, for those in grief, for people loved and no longer with us, for those who struggle with mental health, with addiction, with anyone who got their heart broken this week and those who love them. We hold sorrow together because we cannot hold it alone, because we need each other. We need to be by each other's sides to hold sorrow when it comes. May our presence together be the strength we need to move through these times of sorrow. And we are big enough to hold both the sorrow and the joy as it comes. So let us be grateful in our hearts for community that moves us and moves with us, for our emotions that bring richness to our lives, for the milestones, big and small, that shape our days, for the small wins in the long fight, for travel and exploration on this beautiful world, for all that we are holding with joy, and the simple joy that we woke up this morning and were able to join in worship together this evening with people all across our world. It is a blessing to be with one another. Let's take another breath. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us in this time. Remind us always to move from othering to embracing, and may we treasure each other as we move alongside each other. Blessed be and amen.
Make us aware we are sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew. Make us aware we are sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew. Make us aware we are sanctuary, each made holy and loved right through. With thanksgiving, we are a living sanctuary anew.
Now, listen to the sounds that stir within. Listen to the cries for help that ring around you, and follow a path of healing and liberation for you and all you encounter. Take peace in the sound of your own voice as you choose the life that honors your truest self. May it be so.
Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Your people are my people. Your people, they are mine. Your people are mine.
divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people, they are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine. Your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Well, amen and blessed be, dear ones. Janice, thank you so much for your words, for your message. What a gift to us all. Exactly what my heart needed this evening. Our final ritual of the evening is our ritual of invitations and announcements, and we've got some good ones for you this evening. There also will be in the chat, pasted in there in the chat box, and also there at the bottom of your program and lyric sheet. First of all, next week is our next worship, and Reverend Rob Hardies, the minister at First Parish in Cambridge, will be giving the reflection. He is always a joy to hear, so I hope you all can join us either online or in person in Cambridge next Wednesday on the 7th. We've got the link to the Facebook event there in the chat and in the program. Another thing is our Welcome Lab had this idea to get some more information about how you all experience worship with Sanctuary. So we're asking those of you who this is just your first or second time to fill out the survey that we're posting in the chat and is in your program. And we're also asking those of you who have been here more than 2 times to fill it out as well. If you are a regular in person, we particularly want your opinions and your thoughts and your feedback. And also, if you're a regular online, we particularly want your thoughts and opinions and feedback. So if you have not filled out the survey, please take a few minutes now to do that. We would love to get those that feedback from you all. A couple other things. I mentioned at the beginning that if you're joining online, as all of you are this evening, we'd love to include you in the slideshow that plays before worship. And so if you're up for it, take a picture of you. You can do that right now, a little selfie with you and your screen or in whatever surroundings you are. And we'll include those in our pre-service slideshow. And you can send those pictures to Liz James, whose email is in the notes there. What else? In February, we are hosting a conference for emerging adults, that is 18 to 23-year-olds in New England. So if you are or know any 18 to 23-year-olds in New England, please send this invitation along to them or fill it out yourself. It'll be a one-day gathering in Brookline, Mass. For students and other younger adults. And we're so excited to be gathering emerging adults from all over New England to join together for a weekend of community and connection and exploring calling and finding meaning in younger adulthood. So check that out. And lastly, I am going to be away on professional leave for the summer. I'm going to be doing a hospital chaplaincy program, a CPE program it's called, here in Boston. And so I'll be away from Sanctuary for 11 weeks. And in order to keep the community going strong, we are looking to hire a summer worship coordinator. That job will be for 12 weeks, 15 hours a week. And so if that's something you might be interested in, please check out the job description and send us your application. We're hoping to get applications in the next week or two. And please also pass that along to anyone else that you know that might be interested in the position for our summer worship coordinator this summer while I am away. I think that is it. So our final invitation is to hang out for a while. If you're interested and available, you can just stick around for a few minutes after a few more minutes of drumming, and we'll do a check-in all together, inviting folks to share a rose, a thorn, and or a bud. What's blossoming in your life? What might be causing some discomfort or pain? And what's something you're looking forward to? Although we're not too rigid about the format. Just answering the question, how are you, is also fine for those of you that want to stick around. So we'll look forward to chatting. In the meantime, for those of you that need to go in peace and go and be blessed as you are a blessing to others.